Welcome back, Shalligators. We need to talk about the Love is Blind After the Altar new episodes. I have so much to say, and I'm so sorry I've kept you waiting so long to do this. I just have so much to say. Okay, first of all, I want to let you know we're going to break this down like by couple, because if I go by episode, it's just going to be all over the place. And every couple really has like an anchoring issue. DEEPTI and Kyle, how to define the relationship. Jarrett and Ayana, what to do if a guy won't stop partying. Danielle and the gay guy she married, what to do if you marry a homosexual. Things of that nature. We're also going to talk about Mallory and Sal, like how to deal with running into your ex and their new person. Like what do you do? Literally, how do you act? I'm going to tell you that in this upcoming series we're going to do on Love is Blind. But today we're going to focus on DEEPTI and Kyle. And you know what? This is not the order I wanted to go in, but it needs to be said because I just saw it. He's on OnlyFans. Dish is on his OnlyFans. Look at this. Do you want to see something horrifying? Look at this. Do you not want to kill yourself looking at this? This short fruit bat of a man thinks people want to see his dick. Do I? Oh, I'm so grossed out. Nobody wants to see this person naked. He says that they do, but they don't. They don't. You know who does it? Hot chicks. Because hot chicks, us, can see through his bullshit. I need to talk about Kyle. Because remember, when we did our initial breakdown of Love is Blind, I was very team Kyle. I thought he seemed sweet and like kind of innocent. And yeah, he looked like a fruit bat or like Eddie Munster. Like he's got those pointy ears. He's like he looks like a bug bat. And I thought, oh, Shayna clearly has the ick for him and she doesn't know how to tell him. So she's pegging it to like, you don't love Jesus. Like, do you jerk off to Jesus? I bet you don't. You don't love Jesus. See, name 5 Jesus things. You can't, you don't love Jesus. When clearly she just wasn't into it and she had the hots for Shane with his enormous teeth and goggle eyes. That's a whole other fucking story. We're gonna have to do so many videos. Ooh, I better clear my schedule. Just kidding, it's totally clear. But then, my opinion on Kyle changed when you guys started pointing out all the things he has done for like clout and fame, all the other TV shows he's tried out for. There have been quite a few. I know you guys know, so tell me in the comment section. I just forgot to research it because I'm bad at my job. But that's when I was like, I don't trust this motherfucker as far as I can throw him. And I bet I could throw him pretty far because I'm about 8 inches taller than him despite only being 5'4". And all of my worst suspicions were confirmed when his romance with DEEPTI, oh God, DEEPTI, God bless her. She's so sweet and she seems so cool and her parents are so adorable, like her family is so cute and her picker is just not good. Her picker is not good. She was into Shake. First of all, she should not have given Shake extra chances. You know, like we thought we saw some development in Shake after his first like, when he's in the pod, like, could I put you on my shoulders? And people are like, what? Like, actually, bro, you couldn't put a sack of flour on your shoulders. You have ropey arms and you're squishy in the middle. So you want to talk about who's fucking fit? It ain't you, Squish. Squish McGee over there. But she gave him another chance and he seemed to be developing, but then it's like, no, he veered right back to that garbage person. Okay, fine. But then, ooh, my lighting just changed. But then DEEPTI and Kyle seemed to have this connection. And I was like, I don't trust it. I don't trust the fruit bat. And here comes the new episodes, the After the Altar episodes. And I just think it's a little too convenient that Kyle confirmed his relationship with DEEPTI right when these episodes come out. Is that a coincidence? No. Nothing in Hollywood is a coincidence. This man is calculated. He's fake. He's a fruit bat. Nobody wants to see him naked. Okay? But let's talk about what went down with him and DEEPTI, because now, just as his OnlyFans almost launched, he was sure to say, oh, DEEPTI and I broke up. Also curiouser and curiouser. And in his announcement that him and DEEPTI are over, he was sure to say he has a new girlfriend. He was the first one to speak about this breakup and was sure to say, oh, I'm in a new relationship. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm in a new relationship. Trish, you couldn't just let it lie. You couldn't let DEEPTI take the lead. Like, If you're a true gentleman, you're gonna let her set the narrative for this. If you broke up with her in a respectful way and you don't have anything to hide, you can say, you know what, girl, you can speak on it if and when you're ready. I'm not gonna do anything. That's really not my place as a gentleman. But a fruit bat, well, they think differently, don't they? They think differently. Let us talk about this. I took some notes. I watched the whole series. Well, you know what? I didn't watch the whole series. It was just, I had to turn it off halfway through the last episode because I couldn't stand to watch DEEPTI and Kyle, because to me, he was so incredibly full of shit. First thing in my notes, Kyle's nose ring. We do need to talk about the nose ring. Men don't have nose rings. Well, my boyfriend, girl, I don't want your boyfriend. I don't want your nose ringy boyfriend. Okay, maybe a stud, maybe, but I'm sorry, 1997 called, okay? He showed up with this big, like a ring, like a Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation tour nose ring. Okay. So listen, this was the deal with him and DEEPTI. They were best friends. They were just besties. And he talked to her 10 times a day. First text in the morning, last text at night. Well, have you guys hooked up? No, I respect her too much. Ooh, I don't want to ruin the friendship. Do you know what kind of guy says that? A liar. No man who is actually into you would ever say, I don't want to ruin the friendship. Why? Because men are not hardwired to bro out with women they find attractive. They're hardwired to have sex with them. Males, females, they mate. We can act like we're all so evolved and there's all these new social norms and social mores horseshit. We are animals. At the end of the day, friendship is for females. Mating is for males and females. If he doesn't want to ruin the friendship, let's break this down. I realize I just jumped right into this. I didn't even say like the thing we're promoting. I can't. You guys, I'm too gassed. I just have to go there. Okay, what do I need to promote? Join the Shallon Entourage. You're going to get a whole bunch of storytime videos from me and extra bonus content. The link's down in the bio. Also, my manifestation coach, Laura St. John, you might have caught our Instagram live today, yesterday. I don't know when I'm posting this. I am so gassed up about this. Like my mind is shutting down. Okay. Anyway, Laura is my manifestation coach. She has truly changed my life. She has unblocked me. So if you just feel like you're ready for changes in your life in like easy, actionable, truly like such accessible ways, she's starting a group course. I'm going to be part of it. It's like an online digital thing. You can save 20% down in the link at the bio. You can also sign up for her worksheets. They're only 20 bucks. All of her content super affordable, super accessible, and you can follow her on TikTok at Laura St. John 44. Okay, back to the fruit bat. If you get nothing else from this video, I want you to hear me on this. If a guy says, I respect you too much to have sex with you, I don't want to ruin the friendship if we have sex, do you know what he actually means? There's one of two things going on. Either he's a horrible, toxic bachelor, a garbage fuckboy, incapable of any sort of meaningful relationship, and he is having this random moment of lucidity about this once in a lifetime moment of clarity where he's like, I have no ability to be with this quality woman once. I have none. So I'm not even going to go there. That's either going on. And let me tell you, it's probably not, because if there's one thing a fuckboy doesn't have or want, it's self-awareness. The other thing they don't want is to ever feel like the bad guy. Ever. So they're going to tell themselves and you and everybody caught standing still, whatever story they have to come out of a garbage situation looking and smelling like a rose. Okay? They're not going to say, you know what? I am a bad person. I am a cheater. I'm a liar. I will gaslight you. I'm a narcissist. I'm not going to get involved with you. They're not going to say that. Almost no one has the wherewithal to say that. So if you think that's what's going on, he just, he's really being honest about what he can give me. The other thing that is going on, he doesn't want to have sex with you. He doesn't want to. He's not into you. Have you ever respected a guy who you were attracted to and had a connection with, respected him too much to have sex with him? What is the implication? Let's reverse engineer that. Okay, People get married, don't they? Does that mean husbands have never respected wives? Wives never respect husbands? So what you're saying is that sex and respect don't ever walk hand in hand. That is what you're saying. That anyone who is smashing does not respect that person. Or are you the only person who cannot fuse love and respect? Again, you're not going to hear a guy say that. I can't possibly fuck someone I respect. That sounds disgusting. I can only have sex with hookers I don't care about, women who are missing all their front teeth, chicks I met at like truck stops. You're not going to hear that because it's not really the case. So either you're a fuckboy having a rare moment of clarity that you're never going to be able to change, or you're stringing her along with an excuse to make you look and feel like the good guy, right? I have so much respect. I'm the king of respecting women. That's why I don't have sex with them, because I respect them too much. What? If you have heard this from a man, he's not into you. I hate to tell you this. I hate to hurt your feelings. I do. I hate it. Believe me, if there was another answer, I would tell you. If there was a way to make this something good, you know I'd help you find a way. There's not. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Human beings will go out of their way to invent whatever story they have to avoid saying the words, I am not physically attracted to you. I'm just not that into you. I have a guy who likes me. I have had a full-on fictitious boyfriend for a year. For a year. Because I can't say, I don't want to have sex with you. Not ever. Please don't, no. And literally the thought, just for an instant crossed my mind, I respect you too much. I respect our friendship. And I was like, Shallon, what are you talking about? I never would have come up with that phrase on my own, but because fuckboys have introduced it into the lexicon, I'm aware of it. But it's never crossed my mind because it makes absolutely no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. And yet, this is what Kyle has been telling people, telling the nation on this television show, and probably vociferously telling DEEPTI, I respect you too much to have sex with you. And at this like horrible 80s party that they were at, he decided now was the time to have the talk. Oh, because the cameras were there? Got it. No, I got it. I got it, Kyle. That's fine. And they were both like, yeah, we're trying to figure it out. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. This is another classic line of a fuckboy. We're figuring it out. We're trying to figure it out. What is the it? Define the it. What is it? There is only something to figure out if there's something to figure out. Your long distance. You guys are trying to figure out who's moving where. Someone's getting out of a marriage. Okay, you're trying to figure out your new life as a single person and custody arrangements. Someone's getting deployed from the military. What is the it here? Two single people, two unencumbered single people, no kids, they don't even own houses, living in the same city, are figuring it out, or taking months, weeks to figure it out. If this is something you're hearing from a man, you know what he's actually figuring out? How many other girls he can stick his dick in before he makes absolutely sure he can't do any better. This is gross to think about. It's hurtful, but I would so much rather you be hurt from me through the filter of this phone than get hurt in real life and in real time by this liar. He is lying to you. And look, there's something to be said for him lying. He's not trying to be harsh and terrible and tell you the whole ugly truth, but that's only partly to do with you. Like I said, the other big part is he doesn't want to hear what that sounds like coming out of his mouth. He doesn't want to admit he's that guy. Oh yeah, no, I met a great girl. But I still wanted to fuck half the bartending staff in this town because I am incapable of commitment. And I'm very emotionally shallow, and I really can't sustain a meaningful relationship with a quality person. How many guys are going to say that? How many girls are going to say that? Zero. How do I know? I've dated almost all the guys. Dated a lot of the girls too. Never heard that once. Never in my life have I heard that level of clarity from anybody. Ever. And yet, that's what's going on. So it hurts me that DEEPTI was like buying this. But listen, DEEPTI is the architect of her own misfortune in this. And she seems sweet, but she's doing too much. It's very obvious that she wants love and she wants a relationship. Why shouldn't she? You know, like, good for her. And you have to be in that place where you're ready to accept love and receive it and everything, but she's doing too much. I mean, the first thing out of her mouth when she was talking about Kyle was, we see each other every day. I talk to him all day. We all grew up hearing the phrase, why buy the cow if you get the milk for free? There's a reason that phrase exists, that we've all kind of heard it, and that it's endured for centuries. Since the beginning of cow domestication and probably blowjobs without commitment, right? It's because it's true. If you're giving girlfriend commitment without getting boyfriend loyalty, without being a girlfriend, the fuck do you expect? This is something I call the desk. Picture this. You're applying for a job and they're like, yeah, you know, we want to give you a desk here. You're going to come in 5 days a week, work, 8 to 6. But you know what? We're not going to pay you. Oh, and when you come in, there might actually be someone else at your desk, but it's your job to hang around and still try to do the work, even though you don't have a place to sit. You're not getting paid. And oh, we're actually not even really fully hiring you. We're just like loving it. If you come in and work, what are we going to give you? Oh, we're still figuring it out. We're just still figuring it. We're scared. Oh, we're just so scared. We really don't want to ruin the dynamic we have of you being someone we interview. We just love that dynamic. We just really, we don't want to risk it. Would you ever say yes to that opportunity? You said, so you want me to come in here, work for free, but I don't work here, and maybe someone's at my desk and I don't have a schedule, no stability, but you want me to, without question, put in my time and plug into you, and I get what out of that? Okay. And yet, we do this in relationships. We do it constantly. We don't just do it with guys. We do it with friends. We do it with all sorts of things, right? And DEEPTI did this with Kyle. She was giving girlfriend. She wasn't getting boyfriend. If you want a man to plug into you and make a commitment, trust me, I understand. It's very tempting to want to do this data dump. Well, how can he fall in love with me if I'm not sucking his dick all the time? He doesn't know how good I am at it. How can he fall in love with me if I'm not talking to him all the time and he gets this reminder of my amazing personality and how supportive I am? Like, I have to be mentally stimulating in that way. Hold on. Hold on. Let's talk about that phrase, mental stimulation. When you ask a girl, what does it mean for a guy to be mentally stimulating to you? We all kind of have the same answer. Oh, I mean, he's funny, he's smart, he can carry on a conversation, he's good with my friends, he's like curious and lively, likes to travel. Right? I mean, basically that. You ask a man, what does it mean for a woman to be mentally stimulating? You know what he says? There's one answer. She withholds her time. Point blank, period. That's it. She withholds her time. If you don't withhold your time, if you are queen of availability, you are a low value woman. You are a low value woman. A high value woman, she doesn't play hard to get. She is hard to get. Listen, I've said before, I can't play hard to get. I don't know how. I'm bad at faking it. When I like someone, I'm like, would you like to spend every minute with me? Because I'm obsessed with you. Thank you. I'm around all the time. That's what's in my heart and in my pelvis. Okay. Like, that's what's like coursing through my veins. But I have to stop and I say, no, this is not only not healthy for my self-esteem, it's incredibly repellent to him. So if I actually want to get this guy, and every cell in my body's like, oh, I love you, come here, squish to me. Every cell in my body sometimes doesn't feel like walking to the bathroom. I just wish I could pee right here, but I don't. I am more evolved than that. I control my desires. They don't control me. I'm not an animal, okay? I'm at the top of the food chain for a reason. So I say, I'm gonna be a little bit more strategic. I'm gonna pull back and I'm going to withhold my time. But like I said, I can't fake it. It's so hard to fake. So I fill my time. When I start liking someone, I'm making lunch plans with my friends. I'm taking a tap dancing class, Pilates all day, work, blah, 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 blah. I am filling that calendar because I know that idle hands are the devil's workshop. That if I have an empty calendar, I can get together tonight. Okay, low value woman. No one values something that's too available. We just don't. We just don't. Costco pizza I will say I legitimately prefer Costco pizza to like Patsy's Pizza in New York City, which is like, oh, Patsy's. Everyone's got such a boner for it. I don't think it's that good. But the wait list to get in there is weeks. The pizza's like $35. And people are like, oh, it's so good because it's hard to come by. It's a supply and demand issue. Costco, they're like, I mean, it's pizza. You know, it's pizza. It's $2. It's what it is. I don't even think it's $2. But because it's plentiful, cheap, easy, always available, there's no wait, you can get it, whatever, it has a low value. We know this. We know that you are already living this principle. You are already living it. So you need to extend it, boop, just one more inch into your personal life. But that is the hardest inch of all. It is. But let me tell you, I've lived my whole life being too available for guys, too emotionally available, logistically available. They don't like it. They don't like it. It emasculates them in a way because what you're saying is, I don't trust you as a man to know how to hunt me, right? I live in Montana. Men literally hunt animals. It's hunting season. It's bow season, like bow and arrow season to hunt elk. And like, it's the biggest flex to get an elk with a bow because it's hard. It's really hard. You know what it's not a flex to get? A cow, because they're everywhere and they don't hide and they stand there and you can walk right up to them and shoot them. And no one's like, yo, bro, I got a cow today. It's like, what? It's not a flex. An elk, you have to stalk it for days in the woods, days. And guys will brag about that. Yo, I spent 4 days stalking that bull elk and look at the antlers and the shed and blah, blah, blah. And I look at that, I'm like, what an incredible waste of time. Do you know how much money I could have made in that amount of time? Idiot. But they like it because the thing that they have, it was scarce. It's a scarcity, supply, and demand issue. Are you an elk or are you a cow? I'm sorry I'm making so many livestock comparisons today, but men still think this way. And if you want to pretend that, oh, I'm a modern woman and I'm going to ask him out and I'm going to do this, okay. Well, I have a boyfriend and that's what I did. I don't want your fucking boyfriend. Okay? I don't want that kind of man. I want a man who's going to put in the time and put in the work. And DEEPTI's like, well, I think Kyle's scared. Of what? Getting his heart broken? He's already been on a television show, had a girl who clearly had the ick for him, like just shred him on TV while she was basically cheating with Shane. Like, he's scared now? The worst has already happened. I just don't buy that. What did we just talk about in the Adam Levine video? What's the card that manipulative people always play? Pity. Oh, he's scared. Why aren't you scared? He doesn't want to get hurt. Do you? Why is it okay that you get hurt? You're protecting him, so you're the sword and the shield for a man? You're out in front. No, take me. Leave the grown adult man alone. Please take me. That's what you're doing. You want to talk about emasculating a man? Treat him like he needs to be protected. He'll love that. Even if that's true, even if he's scared, even if he does need to be protected. You want to infantilize him? Great. You're going to set up a parent-child dynamic. Guess what? Guys don't fantasize about that. It's just, they don't. No. It's a very unsexy dynamic. And DEEPTI did a lot of things to emasculate and infantilize Kyle. Remember at the party when she kept picking him up or giving him a piggyback ride? She's like, see, I'm strong. Wow, that's the top of a man's list. I really want a girl who can give me a piggyback ride. So at almost every turn, DEEPTI was being the boyfriend. She was completely and fully committed to this dude, always checking in on him, right? Emasculating him, not giving him room to chase her. And listen, I know that our fear is if I pull back and give him room to chase me, what if he doesn't? Then that's your answer. And girl, wouldn't you rather know? Wouldn't you rather know instead of wasting time on a time waster? If you really want to meet someone, if you truly do want to settle down and start a family, fucking prove it. Put your money where your mouth is. I know there's this temptation. It's like, but I can't afford to walk away. You can't afford not to. You cannot afford to get yourself in a situation where that man thinks you're not going anywhere. That no matter how long he strings this along for, how long he draws this out, she's not going anywhere. She's already too invested. You're writing checks to a Ponzi scheme when you do that. You're just pissing it away. Remember in the show when Jarrett was talking about Ayanna and how he's like, it wasn't until I walked through the door and I saw her packing that I got it. That I was like, oh my God, please don't leave. I'm so sorry. You're my wife. Don't do this to me. Blah, blah, blah. He didn't get it until then. Because what was there to get? I'm going to leave. You better not. Ooh, I'm going to leave. Prove it. Prove it. Skin that smoke wagon. Go to work. What are you going to do? He can't miss you if he hasn't lost you, and he can't chase you if you're always there. Men are hunters, and no hunter wants a dead deer on his doorstep wrapped in a bow. It's emasculating. Let him hunt. And if he doesn't, then he either is too weak and he's a failure to thrive. If he's so scared and he just has so much respect, great, cool, you don't eat. I have so much respect for this elk to kill it, then you're not going to eat tonight. The guy who is actually hunting that animal, that's who's going to feed his family. Okay? Not this little chicken shit who's like all in his feels. That's the least masculine thing in the world. Or he doesn't think you have the value that it's a risk you might get hunted by somebody else. Which one of these guys sounds better to you? The guy who doesn't respect you as anything worth having? As a prize that other men might potentially want? So he's going to go for it. Hunters, like, they take the shot. Or do you want the guy who, he's just kind of a failure to thrive? Which of these guys sounds better to you? Which of these guys is worth wasting your perky tit years and your fertility for? I think the answer is neither. The answer is neither. You need to cut and run. And hopefully DEEPTI ended up doing that. I don't think so. I think Kyle just chewed her up and spit her out because he's a fruit bat clout chasing wiener machine. That's a new word. I haven't used that before. Wiener machine. I don't know what it means, but I like it. I can't believe he's got a Love is Blind. An OnlyFans. I wanna throw up all over the place. Okay, I have to go actually get ready for a date myself. Not gonna go in a hoodie that says evil is more fun. Gonna go in a different hoodie. I wanna know what you guys have to say about this. We're gonna do Mallory and Sal. We're gonna do Jarrett and Ayanna. And then I think also Natalie and Shane, because I wanna talk about, tell me what you think the topic is there with Shane and Natalie and Shayna, because to me, it's like forgiving and forgetting, and can you move on even though someone says they're sorry? Like, is a liar always gonna lie? Do you call out the other woman? Should you forgive? Tell me what you think. And like I said, join Laura's new manifestation class that kicks off tomorrow. And join me on the Shallontrage for exclusive bonus content, story times, extra podcasts, long form blog posts, and breakdowns of advice, all that good stuff. Right down the bio. I'll see you later, Shalligators.